Hey Exotical darlings, this is Coco Exotical. Thank you for being here with me. Today we're going to talk about how you need to stop seeking external validation and validate yourself. Now don't get me wrong, we all enjoy a little external validation from time to time. We all love a good compliment, we enjoy our likes on social media, positive encouragement from our employer, acknowledgement when we've worked hard on something, etc. But the problem comes in when your sense of self-worth starts to depend on other people's approval. You're giving away control of your happiness, and your mood changes depending on whether or not you received other people's acknowledgement and acceptance. For example, if you got all dressed up and you felt beautiful that day, but nobody complimented you, all of a sudden you no longer feel beautiful. Or if you've accomplished an important goal in your life and people are not as excited about it as you thought they would be, now you don't feel as happy about it either. No. By doing that, you're allowing other people's reactions to affect your feelings and your mood. It's not abnormal to seek validation, right? Because ever since childhood, we've been taught to look to parents, teachers, friends, and society to know whether or not we're doing something right or wrong, right? But it becomes a problem when seeking external validation turns into a pattern. You start measuring your value based on likes, praise, and acceptance. You're afraid of making decisions unless someone else approves. You avoid taking risks because you're worried about people judging you. You start to copy other people's choices for fear that your own choices will be seen as wrong, stupid, or bad. You're always worried about what other people will think or what they're going to say. Doing this creates a cycle where you're constantly performing for others instead of living for yourself, right? You're allowing other people to dictate your life instead of you doing what you want in your own life. And some people will notice that you're intentionally seeking their approval, and they'll take advantage of that and try to manipulate you to do what they want. Or they'll simply mess with you for their own entertainment, right? They're going to make you out to be the clown in their circus because you're willfully handing over your power to them. Constantly seeking external validation is a sign that you don't fully trust yourself yet. It reveals your insecurities and sometimes even highlights and amplifies them, further making you a target. For example, if you're always posting selfies and anxiously checking to see who liked them or how many likes you got, it could mean that you're unsure about your appearance and you need others to reassure you that you're attractive or that you're beautiful. Then, if you don't receive as many likes as you thought you would, then the rest of your day is ruined now, right? Or if you can't feel proud of an accomplishment unless someone else congratulates you, then that means that you don't believe that your effort or your success is enough on its own. You can't be proud of yourself unless somebody else says that you should be proud of yourself, right? Or if you're constantly asking friends for advice before making decisions, even for simple things like what to wear or where to eat or what to eat even, then that means that you don't trust your own judgment. You trust someone else's decision-making process above your own. You're putting someone else's thought process and desires on a pedestal above your own, right? And now there's nothing wrong with wanting praise or connection or feedback, but when it becomes your only source of confidence, then you're giving away your power, right? When you rely too heavily on external validation, you lose touch with your own voice. You might not even know who you are or what you really want anymore because you've been living your life for your family or for your friends or for societal standards instead of living life for yourself. You might start to feel anxious and burnt out because you're always on edge and trying to meet everyone else's expectations except for your own, right? And you also give away your power, right? Your mood, your confidence, and your decisions are at the mercy of someone else's opinion, and you're unable to remain grounded in your own self-confidence simply because someone else disapproves of your choices. This is why people can still feel a bit empty even after getting the praise and attention that they were craving, right? Because it wasn't about what they truly valued. It was about trying to impress other people. So how can you stop seeking external validation and start validating yourself? First, you need to always check in with yourself first. Whenever something good or bad happens, ask yourself, what do I think about this? How do I feel about this before asking anyone else's opinion? This helps to reinforce in your mind that what you think about yourself matters more than what anyone else thinks about you, right? Then you need to celebrate yourself and your own wins, whether they're big or small. Write them down, say them out loud, tell your pet, talk to God if you believe in God. Maybe have a little ritual that you do for yourself whenever you accomplish a goal. Just always be celebrating yourself, whether or not anyone else is celebrating with you. If you're always celebrating yourself, then it won't matter what anyone else says or does. Then you need to set your own standards. Decide what success and happiness means for you, not for anyone else. Not your friends, not your family, not social media, not society, just you. What are your values? What's important to you in your life? What brings you joy? What are your hobbies? What are your goals? What are your dreams? What do you like to wear? What do you like to do? What do you like to eat? Right? Just set your own standards and figure out what's going to bring you happiness and what's going to bring you joy. Validating yourself can take practice, and it might feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but the more you do it, the stronger your sense of self is going to become, and the less you're going to need validation from others. And here's the thing, self-validation doesn't mean ignoring feedback or living in a bubble. It usually means that you need to use that feedback as information, not as a definition of your worth, right? Whether you agree with them or not, you can say, okay, thank you for your input, and move on without letting it crush your confidence. The more you focus on yourself and your own needs, the stronger your self-esteem and your self-confidence will become. So tell me about it. Have you ever struggled with seeking external validation? Do you know people who are always seeking your approval or the approval of others? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.